go studio mode, turn that off. Okay. All right, guys, we are back with another episode of my Greek campaign. There is quick announcement for the audience that's watching. It looks like Epifanio, the satyr bard, is not going to be with us for a few weeks. It might be permanent. It might be temporary. If it's temporary, he'll be back. Everything will be fine. If it's permanent, then we might open up a slot. If you guys are interested, just communicate with me on Roll20 and I will review your input and we'll see what's up. Okay, now to the game. Let's talk about the game. Epifanio at the start. Actually, at the start of the last episode, you guys performed some guard and in the woods, planned on Epifanio escorting the 3 commoners to the trusted town of Ilos. It's only a day's walk away. So he was going to take Cleo, Agatha, and Patroclus to Ilos and keep them safe. Primarily because the player didn't show up. Okay, so otherwise he would have joined you in your journey into the ruins. Okay, so you spent a guard shift, rotated the camp guard, and then Raxus, being that he's able to stay perceptive while he's sleeping, he posted himself on the edge of the woods so he could see out over the terrain. Early in the morning, you saw late at night, you heard some bird calls that alerted you to possible scouting parties that are looking for your party, which they had never found you. They were looking maybe too far to the south, maybe more of a direct route to Ilos. You guys are not, which would be towards the plague village, I do believe. So they went looking over in that direction. And you kept your cool, you stayed on guard, rotated through, and then in the morning, Raxus found a ring made of lava rock in the fire after it made a bell chime, right? Alerting you of its presence. And so you went and you searched the fire. You found this this ring, which you determined was a fire resistance. It's more than a fire resistance ring. It's not a fire resistance ring. It's a ring that gives you the ability to cast fire resistance on 3 people, which gives you advantage on saving throws versus fire and half damage from fire. And you felt like that was fortuitous because the chieftain in the ruins was breathing fire on you. And so you decided to, at dawn, you decided to have Epifanio and the civilians leave. So they left. Ajax decided to come with you. All he cares about is the destruction of the chieftain. And so, yeah, so he decided to tag along with you guys. And then you guys snuck into the ruins. But before you did that, on your way there or whatever, you saw torches in the night sky of possibly another scouting patrol or maybe a raiding party, because there was like 3 or 4 torches way off in the distance, like 4 or 5 miles away. But because it's fairly, you're on a slight hill and looking down over the dry hills, you could see them walking away from the ruins. So you suspected they were heading somewhere to do something, and they would return shortly, or will return shortly. So you felt like you might be on a time crunch or whatever. So you snuck into the ruins. You knew exactly where the prisoners are being held, where the guards are posted. There was a Hydra. By the time you got there, which is a few hours later, and the sun was up, 8 or 9ish, there was a Hydra in the open, laying on its back, just sleeping in the middle of the ruins. And then the chieftain approached the Hydra, and the Hydra spoke with him. And every time the Hydra spoke, or even just breathed, there was like smoke and fumes coming out of his mouth. Basically, he got right up in the face of the chieftain and was talking to him. And the chieftain was just getting like secondhand smoke from the Hydra. And then they broke apart, and the Hydra went back to sleep, and he went into his chambers. But by the time you were actually able to make it to the ruins, the Hydra had gotten up and went into the Acropolis. You snuck in without being detected, and basically barged into the chieftain's chambers. There was a big fight because you kind of like just rushed in. All the guards saw you and they came running, but they're halfway across the other side of the ruins. So long story short, took a lot of wounds. A lot of people passed out. A lot of people were brought back. The ring was expended. The orcs were all killed except for Ajax, who was down to just a handful of hit points. He was gravely wounded, but not to the point where he couldn't run or leave. And so once the chieftain was killed and he felt like his duty there was done, he, snuck away, or basically he got away. And you had finished off the chieftain, the shaman, all of his personal guard, and the other orcs that were guarding the prisoners. You're in the dried bath. You noticed that there was some treasure stashed behind the throne, and that's where we left off. All right, so let's get you all into the bath, and we'll get this show on the road. Okay, let me maximize my screen. Let me drag you to the ruins. Okay. I hope that was a detailed enough description of what happened. I think everybody in the world now knows what you guys are up to. All right. So I'm going to turn off whatever that is. And there you are. Make sure all your expendables that you had expended are marked off. Make sure all your spell slots that you used were marked off. Basically do that when it happens. But you guys are in the arena there. There's probably double the blood. I'm not going to put extra blood on the ground. But yeah, there's a lot of orc bodies laying around. There's a chieftain. There's a shaman. There are, and then there's some treasure hiding over here behind the throne. And I think I might have just verbally told you what it was, or what you saw. But what do you guys want to do? You don't suspect there are any more orcs in the ruins. You suspect you took care of all of them. Oh, and by the way, I got another one of these. Swedish. Of course the focus doesn't work. There it is. Swedish fish. Yeah. I bought a 6-pack of them, right? And that's like oh my gosh, that's the third one. Take a look at that can. It's crushed. What the Hades? Okay, but at least this is the side I'm drinking out of. Okay. So when I open it, it's going to go... No, we'll see. All right, so what are you guys going to do? You guys are really hurting, right? I see 1s and 7s and 5s for hit points. With your 7 hit points. Yeah. Because you're heroes, you are able to sit, relax, maybe look through the treasure, and if you spend an hour, you can regain some of your steely conviction and be able to engage the Hydra again. Most important, what's in the treasure? Okay, so I'm going to say Gallus kind of sneaks up behind the back, He's a scout, right? Okay, but before this happens, are you guys taking a short rest? Okay. Okay, so I will let you know if you can finish a short rest. In the meantime, let's go to the dry tower. No, let's go to the tomb. No, let's go to the Acropolis. Nope, not the Acropolis. Where are we at? The bathhouse. There we are. Okay, treasure. Crassus, we all know him to be the... Now, he does have a lion mane, if you guys were interested in something like that. Right. Well, it's a lion. It's not a Thundercat. Okay. Okay, so he takes his behind the makeshift throne. 2 low stone troughs are filled with loot. Okay, when this place was actually a bathhouse, that might have been some place that you would like wash your hands or wash your feet before you actually dove into the bath. It'd be like that. You know how like you take a shower after you go into a pool? This would have been like you clean yourself off before you go swimming in the bath. Okay. Because you don't want all that dirt in there. But there's a couple low troughs, and they're filled with loot. There's scattered tridents, bolts, and masks. Okay. Yeah, trident money. Okay, so it's listed as gold but it is mixed. But let's just call it gold, which is bolts. There's 115. Some of them have been cut in half or quartered. And a few of them bear holes where they can be worn on a string. Okay. That's actually a very oriental thing where you would take koku or whatever and they would have like a hole in the middle and that's how you would carry your money. Uh, yeah, exactly. Or on a gold chain or a metal chain. But no, it's like a string. But even though, I mean, you can count the quarters, you can count the halves and all that, and it totals 115 gold. So is someone going to pick that up? Are you going to divvy it up? Okay. I'm going to do a little bit at a time, but yes, there's 115 gold. Oh, yeah. You're going to be able to count all this I'm about to read off to you. And if you want to break it down into silver or even half gold, you can do that because there are gold pieces that are literally cut in half. And they're also quartered. So you can actually have a quarter gold. It's called a quarter. Like pirates would cut them up into 8 pieces, and they would call that pieces of 8. But yeah, that's what it's. These are quarters. You have half dollars or half gold. So, Zermedes, are you trying to type something? Trying to do some math? Okay. Then I'll just keep going. Yeah. Quartered hair string. Atop the coins are a crackled and worn carved bone statue of a dryad. You can expect it to be about 10 gold. An upper arm band of black copper formed into a coiling snake, wrapped around the arm or whatever. That's because it's copper, it's worth about 5 gold. A scratched bronze mirror, about 5 gold. And there's an ornate hilt of a broken bronze sword. Its handle, yellowed ivory bound in thick gold wire. So just this hilt is worth about 10 gold. Okay, now before we go any further, we're going to go ahead and divide 1,500 experience points amongst the players. So what does that wind up being? Divide by 4. We're dividing by 4 at this point. Okay, so everybody add 375. Even though his head is still laying there. Yeah, everybody should be exactly the same, even if they weren't. And I think you need 27. 9 times 3, whatever that is. Yeah. Yeah. Or they'll take a half a gold and count it as 5 silver. Yeah, it's a regular activity. Right. So on your character sheet, you would just mark 2 gold, 5 silver. Okay, so let's talk about just quick observations. Coins are almost never magical. Almost never magical. The the dryad is a worn statue of a dryad, so probably not magical. The armband is black copper, which means it's corroded, so it's probably not magical. The bronze mirror is scratched, probably not magical. But the ornate hilt of a broken bronze sword, a handle with yellowed ivory, probably not magical. Just FYI, because magic doesn't tend to corrode or discolor or anything like that usually. And because all of these have imperfections, they're probably not magic. You can, yeah. As far as you know, I mean, you haven't talked to any gods that do that. Okay, so you can take some loincloth material from one of these orcs. It's like mostly hide, and you can sever his head and wrap it up in some of this hide, but someone has to carry it. It's a 10-pound item. Right, right. Okay, so you have his head that you plan to return to Arcturus back in town. You have cleaned out the troughs of their random coins and other items, and you guys can finish a short rest. If you want to spend any available hit dice, you can. I don't know if you have all of them, because a long rest only restores half of your hit dice. Round it up. Yeah, well, if you only used one, you would only get one back. Okay, so just manually roll your hit dice. You just click on your hit dice; it'll roll one, and then you could, just use the down arrow to mark it down as one of your used hit dice. No song of rest, but you don't have to use just one. I mean, you can use just one at a time. But if you don't like your result, you can roll again and use another hit die. You can use up to all your hit dice in a short rest. And you can do it one at a time. You don't have to do 15 at once. Argus, are you going to roll a hit die? Okay. So you get 3 hit points back. You get 8. If you don't think that's enough, you can expend another hit die. I see 23. I see 14 for you. Right. Okay. I blame the internet. Argus, did you want to roll another hit die? Do you have another hit die available? You should have all of them. Well, at least we should have 2 more. There you go. There's another 9 and another 2. So that's another 11. So you got a max and a minimum. Yep. Sounds good. So you need to mark off your natural recovery as being used. You don't have any resources on your character sheet. Oh, that's Gallus. Never mind, I'm clicking on the wrong person. Yeah, Gallus, why don't you have any resources on your character sheet? You don't have any? You got a ton. I think you used the hard to kill already. Yeah. Okay, are you sure you guys don't... What are you guys doing now? Going to rescue some people, or are you going to get the Hydra? Okay. Okay, you guys don't have to move your tokens. All right, you did. There are a number of doorways you can see through. Let me... Yeah, I assume you open the door and let them all out. Why is it not? Okay, there we go. Oh, now they're on a different layer. Dang it. Okay. Okay. There are 5 of them. You got a guy here named Talos. You got a lady here named Calliope. You've got Arion. You have Eunice and Astyanax. And they all are wearing common clothes. They're like, thank you for letting us out. Where'd all the orcs go? We heard there was a big fight and heard shouting and yeah. Yeah. Oh. Who are you? That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. Raxus and the boys. Okay. Okay. So which one of you is Raxus? Oh, so you're the champion. You're the hero. And they're your troop. Oh, okay. Okay. You guys all look damaged. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. So, what now? I mean, I don't. Um, they would all say in unison, in unis. Um, yeah, no. You don't need to escort us. We are just simple farmers. We can make our way back to our own farms. But that's not gonna. But the orcs may return, or you know, so we could go to Ilos and take refuge there, but that's not where we're from. We could go to the big city and take refuge, or we could go to We can go anywhere and take refuge, but we have our own little farms. Boop! They all disappear into the woodwork. Yeah. Well, they all scatter to the four winds. Making a long story short, the prisoner chambers, they're all empty. The little guard outpost over here, it's empty. The 3 ruined buildings here, they're all empty. The guard tower is unoccupied and empty. The guard barracks up here looks like it still has some wheat, grain, and various foodstuffs and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's empty. And the statue looks empty. And that's pretty much everywhere you've been so far. The amphitheater was empty. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? Anybody here have a soldier background? Okay, give me an intelligence test. Yeah, you click on intelligence, yeah. The word intelligence, there you go. Does anybody else have a soldier background? Okay. So, Gallus, you, being that you were in the military, you conducted raids yourself, and you are familiar with the ways of civilized society, that a raid usually would leave and then come back the next day. So you shouldn't expect them back today, because they just left this morning. Yeah, the guys that were carrying the torches off in the distance. But that doesn't mean there's not another raiding party that might show up today. Okay, so which one are you choosing? I could give you a little description of the guard post again, so you would know the barracks. Immediately beyond the towers is a low stone building, a partial set into the earth. Unlike the others, it is roofed with worn timbers and scraps of canvas and hide. 3 short steps, each cut from a single stone, descend to a recessed doorway. The low doorway, made of heavy stones, has no door and opens into a packed earth floor, mostly cleared of rubble. The sandstone walls still carry traces of plaster and faint ochre paint. The fire is just ashes. The floor is scattered with straw and dirty woolen blankets. You have some crude weapons, but they're surprisingly organized. You have some crescent hide shields. They are marked with a black many-headed hydra. And the clay jars contain olives, dates, and figs. There looks like a butcher's block, and flies buzz around it, landing on the film of dried blood. So yeah, that would be a place. It's kind of set like it descends to a little porch, and then it descends even more into a, like a. It's lower than the outside stone, or sand or dirt. Is that where you want to go, or did you want to just cram yourselves into the guard tower? You guys could get up there and hang out if you want. Well, you guys can find maybe a hiding spot in these rubble buildings down here if you want. If you want to, you can. It's obvious. There are no orc bodies laying out in the open. The previous day where you had slaughtered a bunch of orcs, those orcs are all missing. Right? You don't know where those bodies are. But today's orcs are all like just outside the building back here by the bathhouse. There's a big pile of dead orcs out back there. So where do you want to put these dead orcs? Like in the crack here on this rune, like on the edge of the statue, like right there. Okay, right there. So you guys carrying the bodies of the orcs over here? Okay. Okay, with 4 of you working to do this, it'll take you about 10 minutes. And you get them all over there. It's not a problem. It's still fairly early. 9, 10, 11, somewhere in that time frame. You can tell the sun has not gone full noon yet. So what would you like to do? Are you going to take one of the dead orcs? There is approximately 10 total orcs that still have their heads, that you can put up in the you can put one up in the tower. Is that what you want to do? You want to do the bow jest thing and like prop him up so that an approaching approaching band of orcs would see him up there. If there was a sleeping orc up there, you wouldn't be able to see him from the ground. Oh yeah, they're all intact. They just have like wounds and stuff. But yeah, none of them have their heads crushed or anything. So yeah, you could put an orc like slumped over the little wall there is. There's a wall here that's maybe 2 feet tall. It's not that big. And you can have an orc slumped over that. Or if you lay an orc, just lay him up there, you're not going to be able to see him from the ground. Because it's 20 feet up. Yeah, you could take some wood or whatever and make like with the orc, you can make like a scarecrow kind of thing. Yeah. Like put a plank up his back and then tie a couple of strings and he'll just be standing up there. Yeah, you could do that. And that way, if they're a mile away, they would think that it's just a guard. Okay, yeah, for sure. You definitely do that. That's going to take a little bit more time, so maybe about 10 more minutes. No big deal. All right, and now what do you guys want to do? You guys want to hide somewhere and wait and see what the Hydra does? Because he's already been out today, sunned. He sunned himself or slept outside, and then he went back into the Acropolis that you saw. But if you think he's going to come out again, you could wait. Is that what you're planning on doing? When the sun starts to go down, yeah, he's fed. Uh-huh. Well, if you leave a pile of orcs in front of the Acropolis, that would kind of suffice as being fed, I guess. Yeah. It's warm, but it's not hot. Right? It's still a good, comfortable. Okay. So, you guys go through your rotation of guards, right? Is there an order of guards? Are you just gonna like maybe take 2 or 3 different shifts, like every hour you switch, or what? Because you don't expect the Hydra to come out till 5-ish. But you also want to look around the horizon too to make sure no more orcs are coming. What time is it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, the what time it is. It's somewhere between 10 and 11ish. It's not noon yet. Yeah, early in the morning. Yeah. Well, it took you 2 hours to walk there. You know, you have heard stories that hydras regrow heads. He hasn't been born yet. As far as you can tell, hydras are immune to fire. There's even a story of a hydra growing wings. There are stories of a hydra growing wings. A lot of stories you've heard you don't believe because it's stories created to scare little kids. But but all fairy tales have some basis in truth. So you don't know. You don't know for a fact because you personally haven't encountered one. There are other people that have gone on Odysseys. No, like Jason went on Odyssey. That's right. An Odyssey is just an adventure. Odysseus? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The best puns are the ones that aren't spoken. Okay, so Argonaut, yeah. So maybe it'll be a Galician. Okay, so when it comes to around 5, are you guys just going to leave Raxus up there the entire time and the rest of you hide in the building? So both of you will be up there at 5 o'clock? Okay. So throughout the day, you see animals, some birds fly by. You see a you see you see a house spider. You see like a rat. You see squirrels out in the wilderness and all that, but no orcs. You don't see any orcs appear. And then around 4 o'clock, Zermetes comes up to the tower with, and the rest are still in the guard barracks. When you see no activity at 4, no activity by the Acropolis. Still 4 o'clock. What do you want to do? Continue to watch till when? Okay. About 5:30, 6 o'clock, the sun is completely set. And that is true. So about 5:30-ish or 6 o'clock, whenever the sun is fully set, there has been no change. What would you like to do? Right. I mean, you guys are resting and, taking advantage of what olives every now and then. You'll steal an olive. There is a fire pit, but it's only filled with ashes. Okay. Perfect. So let's do this. All right, sounds good. Let me... Okay, so you guys inside the building should have a light. And the guys outside should be in darkness, right? Unless you got night vision. Raxus, do you have night vision? No, your token does not have night vision. I'm wondering why you can see. Can you see the map or only the light? So can you see these rocks right here that I'm clicking on? Raxus, can you see these rocks that I'm clicking on? Oh, okay. But for some reason, okay, no worries. When I select your token and I go to what you can see, it lets me see things. Okay, GM darkness opacity, I've got it low. Okay, no worries. But I need to add a moon because this has a oh wait, let me do it this way. This will work better. Now can you see some things or no? Is it black or not black? But you can see stones and stuff, right? Yeah, so if I put Gallus, is everything black? No. You can still see things, right? It's just gray, right? Okay. Well, you're in the light anyway. Okay, good. So what I did was I used daylight settings, but I just turned the brightness way down. So because you can still see things, it's just disadvantage on perception checks. And about 6 o'clock, nothing changes. Other than the daylight. You start to hear crickets. The sounds of the wilderness. You can hear the crackling of the fire. Okay. Oh, in his dying breath? Yeah. Yeah, you cut one of us down, two will reappear. It's not too early to start a long rest, but but you can always start it later, or you can start it now if you want. Okay. So uh yeah. Well, 8 hours later. So you guys want to start long rest and with Zermetes and Raxus on guard for the first portion? Okay. Well, don't finish a long rest just yet, because around 7 p.m. Around 7 p.m. the Hydra reemerges. Okay, and you see it poking its little head outside of the... Okay, come on now. Now I can't select it because I put it on a different layer. Okay. Hate that. No, I don't. Okay. So this Hydra reappears. Yeah, that's probably right. With its heads, and its heads are looking all over, right? You see one head looking to the right. You see one head looking to the left. One head looking at this pile of dead orcs. And it speaks. Or does it? I have a really good picture of it somewhere. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, but this Hydra that you're looking at obviously has more than 3 heads. The picture, that is. But the Hydra that's actually in the ruins only has 3 heads. Okay. And it says... Okay, well, you don't understand what it says because it's talking in Orc. I don't think any of you speak Orc. And it says, rah, 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 you know, growl, growl, rah. And then you hear it say the word, you recognize a word. And of course, opening the wrong folders. I should already have that one open. There it is. In this case, only one is speaking. And it says, rawr, and it sounds like it doesn't sound like an orc, obviously, because it's a hydra, but it doesn't sound like a deep guttural growl like most orcs. It sounds more elegant, if that's a word, like sophisticated. I don't know how to really explain it, but it's going rah, 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 and then it says rah, rah, crassos, rah, rah, rah. And it's looking around like it's confused. Like it's looking for something. How long do you wait? Okay, position your token then. Put your token where you want it. Oh, you're good where you're at? Okay. Well, move your token. Put your token where you think... Okay, is that... Because you're still lower. You're still... Like, because those first steps go down. And then there's a doorway and steps go down even more. So you're kind of like in a sunken little area. So you could be... If you were like on your hands and knees, you would just be looking over the ledge. Can you? Yeah, it's dark outside, but there's starlight and moon. You don't see the Hydra? Really? Okay. Right, exactly. Okay, it raises its voice. Basically, the three heads speak together to make their volume louder, so it sounds like they're in harmony. And it says, Crassos! Make an insight roll. He sounds a little confused, a little agitated, maybe. Okay, so after about 2 or 3 minutes of you staying in wait, you know, kind of keeping yourselves trying to be hidden and stuff like that. Where are we at? Argus, go ahead and make a stealth roll with advantage. Okay, so the Hydra steps to the side and it says, "You there," in common. It says, "You there, come out where I can see you." Okay. Okay. You realize that it can see you, but it's primarily because you're in the moonlight. And you got this like burning lamp. You got a big fire glowing, and you're in the daylight, basically. What does anybody want to do? You guys want to like jump to initiative? Do you guys want to like immediately bolt, get out of here, or do you want to communicate with it, or do you want to come out, or do you want to like leave Argus for, you know, let him be fed upon? What do you guys want to do? Okay. I don't know if you can see him from where you're at. Yeah, you see his feet. Okay, just so you don't over role play, Hydras are not very scary. Okay, they're horse sized. This one anyway. This one is only about a horse size, right? With giraffe like heads, and that's pretty. I mean, to Derek, that would be extremely scary. But you are like a fantasy hero. It's not as scary to you because you deal with monsters and stuff like that on a daily basis. Derek would not deal with that. I would be panicking. No, he's a druid. He's a druid. He lives in the woods. He's seen a few weird things. But yeah, it's not it's obviously a mythological creature, but it does not have any ability to cause fear. Okay? So Yeah, well, I'm thinking that you're probably surprised or like in shock, but you're not really afraid. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Okay, so it says again in common, come out where I can see you. Did you? And then using one of its heads, it points at by looking at the Okay, hold on. I'm not sure if its neck is that long. Yeah. Uh, the head reaches way out to there, and it says, "Did you do this?" So you can see that these heads are probably on like about a 10-foot neck. Okay, you don't say anything. Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, did you step back inside? Okay, so this Hydra starts walking forward. Where is Crassos? No, that's not a headless one up there. Well, the head is up. The head is up there. Yeah, yeah. So, Gallus, you step outside. Are you trying to be stealthy? Okay. It says, "Oh, okay." So the Hydra says, "We see you." What have you done with Crassos? Yeah. Where is Crassos? Did you kill him? It stops where it's walking. It kind of just stops. And the heads uh, have a discussion. Well, hmm. So what is your plans? What do you plan to do? Well, be off with you then. It stopped. It's not approaching you anymore. It kind of stopped where it's at. It Okay, so you guys come out of the barracks and start walking towards the wall. Yeah, and so this Hydra over here is just watching you guys. Okay. Well, it's way south. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, yeah. You can leave that way and turn left. It's no big deal. Okay, what about you guys, Raxus and Zermetes? What are you guys doing? Okay, it walks over towards the bath once Argus and Gallus are out of sight. I think you guys should fight to the death to decide who stays or goes. All right, so you four gather your belongings and not a bunch of extra treasure. Like the food is still in there because that's a lot of extra weight. And then you guys go to your little hidey hole about a mile away. It's not all the way back to your camp in the woods, but it's like in the hills. You're about a mile away. What do you want to do? Do you want to go back to the woods and then set up camp and do a long rest? Because it's right now, it's about 7. And that would be no problem. It would be like, what, 8, 9 o'clock? You could rest till dawn. That'd be no problem. Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, it spoke elegant, and it had a gentle tone to its voice. I don't know if that means anything. I wouldn't say Jafar was gentle. Yeah, I mean, you know. All right, so I'm gathering that the group is going to go back to your woodland campsite and do like a yeah, like a long rest. Okay, that works for me. Um, yeah, and it's just you four this time because all the civilians and everybody else are all gone. That's right. Oh, maybe I put that on the dynamic lighting layer. Or maybe I put it on the GM layer. Aha! Did. Okay, it's still light though. Okay, so you guys are going to use Raxus to his full potential, letting him guard, right? While the rest of you can complete your long rest. Is that it? Um, yeah, that's you can believe that. And Raxus, are you going to guard at the edge of the woods or in the party? Okay, so there is no defense in the party. That's all I need to know. Because you're like 30 feet away in the dark, away from the fire, on the edge of the woods. So if, like, I don't know, a poisonous snake came up and stung somebody, you wouldn't have anything to say about it. Okay. All right. Right. So is anybody going to pull guard in camp? Okay. So each of you could like pull a 2-3 hour shift and there should be no problem. Okay. Who's going first? Who's going second? Who's going third? Okay, good. So it'll go in like a counterclockwise rotation right there. That'd be fine. Okay. 2 to 3 hours. You don't have a watch. Don't get too comfortable and you might fall asleep. Okay. So Raxus, I need you to make a perception check. Yeah, Raxus. Okay. So you hear wildlife animals. You hear crickets. You hear the wind blowing through the branches of the trees. You can see some clouds starting to roll in. You can see it's not bad. It's not. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. But then again, you're not really a nature person. Okay. The rest of you, starting with who's on guard first? It looks like Argus. is going to be on. I know you got more than 1 hit point. So it looks... Yeah. So my question is that your new token? It is the multi-sided token. I wonder why. Okay. Yeah, it should be. I'm about to find out. Ah, no, it's not. Okay. I got you. Don't worry. We'll get you squared away. Okay. No, don't do anything. I'm messing with your token. What does it say on your character sheet? How many hit points you have? On your character sheet itself? No, you should, but it should also update your character sheet. But it wasn't, apparently, because it wasn't attached to your character sheet for some reason. Trying to pull up your character sheet, it won't let me. Yeah. But it's not letting me pull up your character sheet. Close your character sheet. Exit out of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's not letting me open your character sheet. No. No, I'm just getting a white sheet. Yeah, Roll20 is refreshing. There it is. Yeah, let me edit that and... Okay, so if I delete you, boop, and I go to... Okay, good. Okay, your character sheet's in there now. You're now attached. That was me probably making that new token for you last week and not attaching it. Okay, so you're on guard. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Target number is 10. Okay, so make the wolf Constitution saving throw. Okay, and then you wake up Zermedes, and Zermedes, I need you to make Constitution saving throw. And then you wake up Gallus after a few hours, and Gallus, I'll need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. And then Raxus, you make it back to camp. Everybody can benefit from a long rest. Everybody can do the long rest. Okay. You might be right. So, if you were an odd level, it takes three long rests to get your all your hit dice back. Yeah. But if you're an even level, it only takes two. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay. So maybe it's whatever. Okay. We'll worry about that later. It's a new day. It's still a little dark. The sun hasn't come up yet. You can go back to Memnoss if you'd like, or you can do something else. You are not interrupted through the night. Nobody found your camp and came to harass you or anything. What would you like to do? Going back to Memnoss. Third time's the charm. That's right. I'm just keeping track of how many days you guys have been out in the wilderness. You should not, because your Leonin friend has set up little traps and stuff, right? Yeah, like for game and wildlife and stuff like that. And when you're walking through the countryside, it is farmland. It's maybe not cultivated, maybe not. There's not like ruts or whatever that someone has plowed the field. Maybe it's not that, but maybe there's wild animals that live in that area or whatever. And there might be some trees that might have some fruit on them or whatever. And as you're walking along, you pick and all that stuff. No need for rations because you have Zermetes with you. If Zermetes was not with you, it would be a ration situation. Okay, so from your camp, what'd you say you want to do? Go back to Memnoss, right? Okay. And how are you going to approach Memnoss? Okay. Well, I'm going to use the new tokens. So I'm just going to delete the current tokens, even though they're all probably attached. Okay, everybody's at max hit points. You should have all your spell slots. You should have all of your piety abilities. You should have all of your everything, basically. All right, so I got you down in the south, right about there. From there, what would you like to do? It is about 8 a.m. 7 to 8, somewhere in there. It's still early morning. The dew is all dried up. The sun's up high enough that the dew is dried. The bodies are still piled there. Okay, so the audience can definitely see what I was just looking at. All right, so you guys make your way to the bathhouse. You guys don't have to move tokens. I got you. I got you all squared away. As long as I have you kind of clumped together, it makes it easy for me to select you and move you over there. Yeah, you walk over to the bathhouse and you peek in. Dead bodies, nowhere to be found. Because they've all been collected. What do you do? Yeah, the bodies have all been drug off. You see blood stains, being drug across the ground and stuff. Yeah. Now what would you like to do? Oh, there's no Hydra, by the way.
He does that a lot. Don't worry. He always comes back.
With 2.
If that is true, then I can only assume that if we attack the heads, more will just grow back and we will have even more threats to deal with. So Gallus is right. We attack the body.
Well, I don't think my spear is big enough to sever its head.
No. While our weapons may not be large enough to do so, we should still take note of the fact that we should avoid wounds, causing wounds to its necks or its heads, lest we find ourselves with going from a Hydra of 3 heads to a Hydra with potentially several or even a dozen heads if we get too careless with our actions.
We should have picked clubs.
Okay, so from here, where would you like to go? You don't have to go straight into the Acropolis. There is a giant ruin on the far side of the Acropolis as well. That would basically, and then there's some buildings or some ruins between the guard barracks and the large ruins that have not been explored or anything. Or you could just go run into the Acropolis and...
It is worth looking first. The orcs likely picked everything over, but it is worth looking.
Well,
now, the Acropolis is mostly open, so you could, go in from the side. It's basically... a roof that used to be there, is no longer there, was held up by pillars all the way around the outside, and then there was some kind of religious something or other on the inside. So you could make a wide berth around it to go visit the other side of it. Is that the plan? Just to see what's in this place. You do not see a Hydra basking in the sun yet, because you're earlier than you were yesterday.
so we could take a peek, but I think if the Hydra claimed this temple, I don't think the orcs would dare approach it.
Did we ever go in there before?
No.
Or
No.
did we never go in?
No, there's an Hydra in there.
You've only been in the lower 3/4, the upper right of the ruins. You have not been in. And here, let me kind of draw a box on the screen of places you have not been. Just to okay, so everything north of that black line you have not been.
Shall we investigate?
Yes, it seems they've hung cloths up on some of these buildings, which would be strange to do if they were not using them. Hopefully they are not more prisoner cages, as they may be starved.
Or emptied out.
Okay, so if you want to move your tokens, you can just go ahead and move them slowly so I know when the Hydra strikes.
Alright.
That's you two, Raxus. I know you're falling behind. Yep. Remember, if you move it more than 2 or 3, you are running.
I'm doing 15 feet.
Yep. So it's a light jog.
Well, my speed's 40.
Yeah. So it's a light jog. Anything over.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not running, but you're quick.
Yeah, I'm expecting little resistance other than the Hydra.
Yeah. Okay, you guys can stop right there. Everything in these buildings is rubble, and there is nothing special about any of these buildings. This area is completely like
Barren.
old as hell. Yeah, there's no new orc activity or anything like that. You actually might find right here in this little corner, you know, where I place Zermetes. That doesn't mean that's where you guys are actually at, but there in that corner, you find a pile of fecal matter. That's where the orcs go, or were going.
Alright, then on to the next.
Okay. So now you guys can keep moving. Unless you want to search through it, because there might be treasure.
If I were to hide something,
Well, to be
Okay.
fair, it would be a good hiding spot, guys. Who would think to look through all this nonsense?
Scotty says hi, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, so I am going to pop this and make sure it doesn't go spraying all over my computer. Here we go.
excellent.
Okay. Just a very minor amount of little bubbles.
If I were to hide something, the orc are not that smart, Zermetes.
Exactly why they would hide it in poop.
Yeah, there
It
might
is.
be an oitug or something over there.
It is, if you would allow me, a shitty hiding place.
Yeah, -1 experience points. No,
-1 piety.
nah, you're all right. All right, so you guys can keep moving now if you'd like.
It's like Artemis doesn't like puns.
I gotta mark that here just a second. There it is, marked. Okay, Zermedes, you're being left behind, but I know you're faster than everyone else. They're kind of heading towards the ruins on the right.
Yeah.
Looks like.
I'm making
Okay,
it
move
a
yourself.
fun
You guys can move yourself up to about this spot right here. This like little three-way alleyway, right? And then I'll read you the description of this area because it actually has flavor text. That's you too, Raxus. There you go. Zermedes, you want to check that building out right there? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay, it's empty. But if you put yourself in this little like three-way alleyway, I'll read some. Okay, stop right there. Everybody stop where you're at. I don't know what number that is. I can't read it. So what I will do is move it. Ah, now I can read it. Okay. Because it was on some rubble and I was like, what the hell? I can't read that. I can close him because he's not important. Let's go back to objects. Yeah, there is something happening. The ruins of a collapsed palace. Sundered by some great upheaval, lie crumbling at the foot of the Acropolis. Perhaps once a palace, faint traces of red paint still cling to the thick pillars that support a second story. The broken floor opens to the sky if it once held an entrance. Both wall and door are long since gone, and only a mound of rubble fills this gaping wall. Okay, so it looks like this might have been a two-story building, but now it's like half a story because everything's collapsed. 2 dead orcs lie in the rubble. Right about there. Hey, let me mark that. I think I can mark it. Hang on. Boop. Yeah, right about there, there's 2 dead orcs. One has been crushed, his back broken. The other lies bloated, black veins bulging in his neck. Everybody can give me a party perception check. That means everybody rolls, and I'm going to take the average.
Click. Oh.
I see an 11. I see a 22. A 20. Not sure why you got a +1. Guidance? Nope.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't
know. I
you
don't
don't-
know why that is checked.
Because
That
you
might
probably
be-
have a universal skill
Yeah, there's a global
modifier.
save modifier. Yeah.
Okay, but that shouldn't have been a save. But okay.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But you didn't roll a save. You rolled perception.
Oh, okay.
But we'll count the
Minus that
19.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you definitely got it because the 22 and the 19 basically saved the party. Something large skitters in the shadows of the ruins. It crawls over a pile of rubble, right about there, with alarming speed. Above the insectoid legs, its body is a mass of black armored plates. The giant scorpion snaps at you with clacking pincers as the wicked barb of its tail rises to strike. Turn order.
Don't tell me we need to hit and run a 4th die. God damn it. God
Just-
damn it.
Just be careful, and we will not need to. It is simple.
Boom. It's a large black scorpion.
Is it the Great Black Scorpion?
It's
I'm sure it is
definitely
wonderful.
armored. We'll just say that. Why is there an orc on there? Hold on. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a descending order. Oh, look at that. This blindingly fast Black Scorpion moves first because his initiative is probably a +1. Okay. What am I doing? Ah, that's what I'm doing. No, it's not. This is what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. Now remember, 99% of the monsters that you will encounter in this world are not D&D monsters. They are Greek monsters.
Campaign specific.
Campaign specific. Well, some of them are normal, you know. But that's okay. This guy goes, hey, I got speed. I'm going to use it. And I'm going to kill 2 orcs with poison. No,
Or Raxus.
it runs to right there. And uses its blind sight. No, which it has, by the way. How many attacks does it get? Dang. Okay. I am going to have to make a decision. 1 or 2, it'll be Gallus. 3 or 4, it'll be Zermetes. Okay, Gallus. It likes the look of your jib. And so it goes. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
You take 3 bludgeoning from a claw. You were also grappled. And it will...
Stings are many. You're gonna get the poison.
It's going to claw Zermetes. Does a 10 hit you?
No.
Okay. So it will sting the one it's holding, which would be Gallus.
Why is
Damn.
Raxus in the back?
Because he's like pulling up guard.
Yeah, I was staying behind just to make sure we didn't get snuck up on from the back, because we don't know what else is in here.
That's his
Yeah,
MO.
maybe.
That's his MO. Okay, so it looks like an 11 probably misses Gallus.
Yes.
Okay. You are not restrained. What that means is you don't have disadvantage and it doesn't have advantage. You are just grappled, which means you can't move. You can use your action to try to escape, you know, like pull the claws apart or whatever. But you still will have 0 movement. But you're a rogue. You can use a cunning action to dash away or disengage. But then disengage still won't let you move, though. Okay, so yeah, so I think he's done. So we'll go to Zermetes. You are not hit or grabbed.
Please
I'm going
put
to
yourself in
walk
position.
around him.
Thank you. That's my boy.
Yeah.
Draw my spear.
Yeah.
Even though I assumed I had it out.
I
in
assume
case
you
the
had it
Hydra
out.
attacked.
I assume you were walking around ready to fight.
But either way, I can draw it.
A
And I'm
little bit of artwork. You're drawing your spear.
gonna stab him, going right for that carapace.
Yes.
18?
Oh yeah, 18 does hit.
What's the ouch?
Oh, that's Hunter's Mark was checked from last fight. I'm sorry, that's nothing.
That's okay. 5
5
piercing.
Yes.
Okay. Can you see its health bar?
No.
No.
That's going to change. I'm going to let you see this.
You mean like the meme when the health bar P appears and you hear Latin?
Can you see a health bar?
Yes.
Yes. No numbers, just bar.
Perfect.
Just the way I like it.
There you go.
Oh, damn.
Followed up by a key point, because why not?
Because you have a Hydra that you have to fight?
Yeah, but I get those back on a short rest.
You think you're going to get a short rest? That's funny.
I mean, it's possible.
Okay. So you're fighting.
And then he's going to get Monk Unarmed attack twice.
Yes.
As I start punching them leg joints.
Yeah.
Kapow! A 10. Misses, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're right.
And Krapak. A 20.
Yeah, 20 hits.
And I'm going to attempt to make a strength roll, please. Or rather, no, I'm sorry. Let's do the dex save, please. DC 13 dex.
How about a 5?
Ah, it is knocked prone. And takes that 8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
I was thinking of knocking it back to save Gallus, but advantage for all.
Okay.
I flipped it on its back. Or
Just looking at that picture, it looks like his tail is like glowing, but it's not. Okay.
And that is my turn.
Yeah, I don't like that upside down. It's hard to tell, so I'm just going to say that.
Flip.
Okay. So that's your turn?
Yes.
Okay. You would think that a giant scorpion would be immune to being prone, but that's not really true. I've seen them getting flipped over before. Okay, Gallus, you are grabbed. He's got his claw around you. He's knocked prone. He's still holding on to you.
I can move strangely thanks to him.
You can't move. You're grappled.
No, I don't mean move like actual movement. I mean operate because he grapples me. I'm like, ugh.
You just going to attack him?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you to have moved, Sir Medis. It is very appreciated.
Well,
Sure,
he's
that's-
prone, so you have advantage.
I already had that.
I know.
You're welcome. I gave you double advantage.
That's right. Double advantage. The
Not my
cancel.
fault. You only know how to use one.
Okay, that's a pretty good attack. So you did what? 17?
8
16. Okay.
Welcome.
Anything else?
No. I am nothing else.
Right. You pretty much grabbed.
Is
Argus.
Wait, is he still grabbed?
He's still grabbed.
Is there any way I can attempt to free him?
Yeah, you can kill the giant scorpion.
Okay. Then that's what I'll do. Burn the scorpion.
You could help. You could help him free himself. You just can't pull him out of the arms.
That would hurt badly.
You're producing flame?
Yeah.
Is that a
okay,
ranged-
I
is that
found the other? Yeah, it's ranged.
Okay, so it's disadvantage.
Oh, because he's prone?
Right.
Oh.
So it's a fumble.
I am
Okay.
so sorry. That's Gallus's fault.
Right? Because you shouldn't get that bless.
Well, the +4, yeah. I found there's other places where there's these global modifiers. I am getting rid of them. I am unchecking it.
Okay. But with your spell, you're melting. Do you do acid damage? No. Okay. So you don't destroy something in your pack. Basically, the fireball hits your backpack.
Oh. Did I catch fire?
No. It
Okay.
skipped over. It's fine.
Okay.
Anything else? Did you want to move?
I'll stay here.
Okay. Raxus, you see a giant scorpion.
I'm running up and stabbing it with my spear.
Okay.
Why the hell does that bull is so fast?
Because he's inhuman. Okay, go ahead. Let's strike it.
I know he's inhuman. He's a minotaur.
It is prone, so you have advantage. So the 24 hits, and you do 13 damage.
I'm all good with it as is.
Anything else?
Nope, I'm saving my big stuff just in case.
Just in case. Good deal. Okay, so we're going around to the next round. The giant scorpion. Okay, so the giant scorpion rights itself because that's a thing it can do. And let's go of Gallus. Uses its action to disengage and runs back into the rubble.
That slimy pig.
Zermedes. To the left and right of the giant scorpion is rubble. That would be half movement. You're muted.
I put my spear away and walk away.
You sure you want to put your spear away?
Yep.
Make a perception check.
Make a perception check. 11.
Okay, I'm going to ask the player to have a look in this direction.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see that.
Okay.
I just saw him roll initiative. I'm like, oh no.
It is a wild animal. I have no need to kill it if it is not attacking me. That is its home.
So what are you doing?
I walk away from it.
Yeah, and you put your spear away.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Gallus. He let go of you, so you're not grappled anymore.
Man. If it comes around and stab us in the back, I'm gonna take you with me, Zed. But also, don't re-engage the scorpion.
Oops, wrong button. So can your wild shape ever wild shape into something more than a CR1?
Maybe really like.
Look on your character sheet. It'll tell you. Look on your character sheet.
I'm blind. I've been blinded.
I didn't change anything.
I'm gonna actualize it.
Wild shape.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to Zermetes and stay ready to fight.
So definitely for now, it's 1/4 CR, but
At 4th level, it's 1/2. At 8th level, it becomes CR1.
Does he get any better than that?
Not seeing anything higher than that.
Yeah, I was thinking it was only CR1. Well,
Yep, that's high.
yeah, what I was thinking was this creature's over CR1 and it is a beast, so it would have been one of those things that you had seen and then you could transform into because you have a list of things you can transform into.
Mhm.
But it's too high for you. It will eventually be too high, even if you're 20th level. Okay, Gallus, what are you doing? You took a step, and now what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay ready to fight.
You said you're blind.
No, it happened.
It came back. Okay.
Yeah, I reloaded it. It was the same thing that happened in the other Minotaur's cave.
Okay. So what are you doing after you move there?
I'm gonna ready action. When something threatens me, I will stab it.
Okay, sounds good. Argus.
yeah, no need to kill the animal. I'll just back away from it to be not threatening.
Okay. And are you holding an action or doing anything like that?
Yeah, just pass, I guess. I don't
Okay.
have anything ready. Yeah.
Okay. You can dodge as an action.
Do I see the Hydra?
Do you?
I can see it in the.
Then you can.
All right. Okay, in that case, then, Zermetes, are you ready? It's become big.
Make my monster grow.
All right,
Yes.
I enlarge Zermetes.
Okay.
What the hell? What the hell's?
You weigh 8 times more.
Would do a big old lion roar, one enlarge.
All right. So anything else?
That'll be all.
Okay.
Like, you're not a very, like, happy-go-lucky person, Zermetes, but can you actually purr? As a Leonin.
No, you see, that is the difference between a domestic cat and a big cat.
I'd have to reduce him, and then he could purr.
A large purr sounds like a growl anyway.
Okay. So, the Hydra moves forward, pretty fast for his size, and
But it has 4 legs.
then it says to the dungeon master, it says, "Please measure the range."
Oh no, the
And I
Hydra
say-
is breaking the 4th wall.
I'll
It is
say,
too powerful.
okay. Oh, I need some snapping. Okay.
Yes, let's confuse it down.
Okay. Okay, so the three Hydra heads breathe in consort. Fire. Everyone needs to make a Dex saving throw, except Argus. He is at 65 feet. So fire comes right up to your chest and doesn't burn you.
I warm my hands on the fire.
Woo,
Yeah, you
those
warm
are
your hand.
Good rolls.
Yeah, those are all really good rolls. So it's only half damage. You guys ready for this?
No.
I know.
Too bad, we're gonna take it anyways.
It's only D6s.
How many?
39. So you take half that damage. So
Have that damage as our full health?
is 19, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he wanted to take it when we had 7.
Is everyone dead? No.
Nope,
Okay.
I'm up.
You're a little cooked, you know, a little bit hair some singed if you had hair. And that's his turn. And we go to Raxus.
Now I think the voice of Garrick when he said, doesn't mean you can fight him, doesn't mean you should, didn't apply to the chieftain.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
If it can do that once a day, alright, but if it can do that every 2 turns, we're done. We're toast.
Toasted.
Well, here I go.
That was a full move.
Yep. All
Okay.
movement.
Okay, so you're in range of a head. The body is a little bit closer. So you're striking at a head.
If it's the best I can do, I gotta hurt it somehow.
That's right. Go for it. You definitely can do that.
13 ain't doing it, ain't it?
Actually, no. You hit the head and you bounce off its super thick hide / scales like a snake. You know, it's very armored.
Well, since that happened, I'm going to second wind myself.
Okay.
Cause man, it deep fried my shit.
Right. Anything else? You could action surge. I'm just saying, you can.
No, I'm good.
Okay, he's good. All right, giant scorpion. Still in the turn order. Moves up to see what's going on. Does not attack, but approaches. Zermetes.
I will.
You're a
once
big
again-
boy.
I will once again ready my spear.
It's a bigger spear now. It's like a
Yeah.
A pole.
it's a like a pike. Okay, yeah.
Can I just walk up to where it is, or would I have to stop like at the edge where Here, I'll move up to the edge.
No, you're big enough. You could just take a step up. It's like stairs.
Awesome. I'm right here.
Okay.
And I'm going after the head.
Do you have an extended reach when you're that big?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think it just makes you... Okay. So you're going after the middle head?
Yes.
Okay.
I have my enlarge checked. I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark the thing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Going for big damage here.
Hang on. Let me mark him with some Hunter's Mark. Boop. There you go. Keep track of your 10 turns.
Like
I hope this doesn't last that long, but okay. And then I'm going to stab it.
2 different take to that.
Ka-cha. A 12.
Does not hit.
Excellent. Just as I planned. That's everything. That's everything.
Because you can't do a bonus action flurry of blows because you hunter's marked.
Now next turn.
Next turn. 12 hit points. Ooh, yikes. Gallus.
I'm gonna move. 30.
Yeah, don't forget to keep track of the rounds that he is enlarged. That you were concentrating. Okay, Gallus.
And that would be
Yeah, you can go there.
60.
Okay. You're going to strike the body?
Yes.
Okay.
And because I know it as a breath weapon, I'm not going to go over there.
Sure thing. It is a tangled mess of neck, head, and body. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
So is it all the same creature? Do I have sneak attack?
Yes, you have sneak attack. It is one single monster.
Oh yeah. It's a 24 hit.
Yes, a 24 hits.
And 10 damage.
And you do 10 damage. Okay, it took the damage.
Alright.
It does not appear to be resistant. To stabs.
So that means I heard the splooch when I stabbed it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. You were able to get between the scales and yeah. Jammed it up in there. Anything else?
Oh, that's it.
Okay, that's it. Argus.
Okay.
You just moved 5 feet.
I
10,
just moved
15.
15.
Yep.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get that thing on our
25.
side? Druid.
30.
Yep, that's 30. Yep.
Okay, and then I cast my healing word.
There it is. You don't have mass healing word yet.
No,
That would have been nice.
Unfortunately not.
Okay,
We
which
have
one are you
I'm
gonna cast it?
cast it on. Yeah, it has a 60-foot range. Okay, so I can get you. Yeah, I think Gallus needs it the most. So that way he could survive some of these attacks.
Okay.
I mean, 1.
Yeah.
How much are you
Wait,
going to
Oh, do I? Just...
click on this spell?
Oh, I see it. You have to hit submit on it. Okay. So you heal 7. Ooh, max healing.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
I'm
that's
at the
my
same
bonus
thing
action.
as the other guys.
Now
That
that
is my
was a
bonus
bonus action. Yep.
That's right. Unfortunately, though, it's 5 feet away because it was 65 feet. So for my actual action, will just cast mirror image on myself. Cool. That's my turn.
Okay, every time I try to select the mirror image, it gives me some
Oh
grief.
yeah, I can put that on myself.
I got you.
Oh, awesome.
Do you have charm animal?
I could speak to it, but
Oh, you only have speak with animal. Fuck.
Yeah.
So you're done?
Fudge.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. So,
56.
the Hydra says, "So you have returned. I thought our agreement was for you to leave." And then he goes, "Let's see if my breath regenerates." Oh, no. I rolled a 4. I need a 5 or a 6. Okay, so in that case, I guess I'll just have to bite people. Let's go ahead and bite Raxus with the first head. Does a 13 hit? No.
Nope, and I will riposte.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and do that. Oh, 23 definitely hits.
For 19 damage.
19 damage.
Big damage.
Boom. Okay. The second head is going to attack Zermetes. Rolls a 9. And the third head is going to attack Gallus.
Crit.
Rolls a
crit,
19.
I'm gonna use my shield.
Okay. So you get +5 armor class for that attack, and boop, it misses. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it misses. It's done with its multi-heads. Just a second. Oh, that's a different turn. Okay. Yep, that would be a different turn. Okay, no problemo. Raxus. Brand new turn. It's Raxus'
All right.
turn.
I'm going to use my movement to get to its body.
Okay. How's that? You just go. You can just step forward 5 feet. If you were, yep, right there, you'd be on his body if you wanted.
All right, that's good enough for me, and I'll get started.
Okay. Get started, he said. Okay. Yeah, 21 hits for 12 damage.
All right, and with that 16, I'll action surge.
Okay.
You shouldn't.
I thought I could work. I was mistaken, but good enough. And then bonus action, put Shield of Faith on Gallus.
Okay,
So
that'll give him 2 armor class.
Yep, you get +2 to your AC.
It's so weird. For the last like 4 months, every time a fighter used action surge, it always missed. For the last 4 months, in all my games, action surge always missed.
Well, what can you do? Anyways, it's my that's my done. That's my deal done and over with.
Okay. Trying to find the best way. Yeah, that's all right. That's pretty good.
And while we're busy, the scorpion kidnaps our friend.
Yeah. The scorpion
Which one, though?
takes this opportunity to step forward and attack Argus, or maybe a duplicate, with a claw.
No. That's me.
Does a 6 hit?
A 6? No.
Okay. Okay, and then he'll try to attack you or a duplicate with his second claw.
That is a duplicate, actually, with 3. I was actually wrong. I looked at the spell. It's 6 inclusive for duplicate anyway. So, when you have 3.
So would a 6 hit the duplicate
No.
on the first roll?
No.
Oh, okay. A 13.
That does hit the duplicate, destroying one
Yeah.
duplicate.
Yeah, he's got this duplicate grabbed. Okay, but it disappears. So then it will try to sting you. Or a duplicate.
Aha! That's a duplicate.
He rolls a 5 to hit a duplicate. So he misses the duplicate.
Nice.
If you had a sword, you could probably finish that.
Ow, ow, ow. Okay, so if he fails a Constitution saving throw, he can't sting anything for a turn. And he does. So he cannot sting for 1 turn.
It says 1 minute.
Does it? Oh, okay. Well, that'll be the entire battle. He's done stinging. Good call. Good call. Zermedes.
This time, I'm going to attack this head in between me and Gallus.
Okay,
Hey,
just to let you know, just roll to hit. Damage is supplied by the DM.
Okay.
So you don't have to designate which head you're chopping.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll to attack.
I think you only said that to have advantage.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have advantage on him in any way.
Okay. I wasn't sure how the spacing worked out.
Yeah, that's one
15
creature and nobody's on the other side of it.
Okay.
That
You do
one
have
creature that-
your hunter's mark though.
Yep.
And
Please tell
a
me if
15. No, it doesn't hit.
That's max damage on everything.
Yeah, you bounce off his.
sucks,
Scales.
doesn't it?
I'm like Raxus. I'm kidding. Now, for Flurry of Blows, do I have to have hit or just made an attack? Let's see. After you take the attack action. So I'm going to spend a key point.
Okay.
And Enlarge does not apply to my fists, but Hunter's Mark it does. Does Hunter's Mark every attack or just once per turn?
I think it's every attack.
Yes.
I think
Okay.
sneak attack is just once per turn, but hunter's mark is forever.
So he gets a hiya and a hiya, and that's it.
Yeah, you hurt your wrists on his scales.
That's just sad.
I know.
Yeah, that's just sad.
Gallus, are you going to continue to roll around?
Yes.
Okay.
Do a power roll.
Okay. If you were there, you would give Zermedes advantage, and if you're
Nah.
here, you're giving Raxus advantage.
Zermedes attack more.
Okay.
He has more die roll to do.
Okay, now what?
And
Argus, were you ever hit?
Not yet.
Were you?
Not yet. No.
Oh, okay, so he missed you entirely. I guess I could have looked at your hit points. Okay, yeah, so no concentration check. All right, Gallus, what else?
Hiya?
Okay, give him a hiya.
23.
Oh, that is right, because of Zermedes. Yes, 23 hits.
For another 16 damage.
Okay, so on your turn, you do 16. Anything else?
No.
Argus, you have a giant scorpion. Thinking your group of people is a... hasn't 2 of them been killed?
No, only one because the first one, because it missed actually. It missed on the misdeeds. You
Okay.
only landed one attack.
Okay, because his stinger missed?
The stinger missed. It critically missed actually. Yeah, he stung himself.
Okay. Yep, that looked right. Okay.
Cool. All right, we'll start with the heals on Zermedes. Sorry, I should have said that before, but.
That's all right. So you're casting Healing Word?
Yep.
Zermedes for 7?
Yep. And then on this guy, do we do it? Do we try to get him to go away? Why not? I'm gonna cast Speak with Animal.
You know, speaking with him is not going to stop him from fighting you.
Okay.
You'll just be able to understand why he's doing it.
All right. Then I'll.
You would need to have charm, and then even then he would have advantage to resist it because you're actively engaging it, or he's actively fighting you.
Yeah. I was like, you didn't engage him.
Yeah, it's been a little one way, but yeah. I guess I'll just try to. Can I draw my my sword, my
Yeah.
bronze sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I will
That's part of your
attempt-
free action. Swords are normally like in sheaths or in some kind of just tucked away in your belt. You can just pull it out.
And then I will attempt to
You're gonna strike him with your sword.
stab. Yes.
Okay.
Bronze sword. Sorry, I don't do this very often.
It's right in the middle under all your attacks.
Yeah. It is bronze sword there. And just
So-
checking, it is not set up correctly though.
He
There you go.
only does spells, doesn't have.
Why is it not set up correctly?
It was queuing off strength, but it should be off dex. But now it's correct.
Wow.
Okay, we'll go with that. So a 14 misses,
Yikes.
I think. Double checking. Yes, a 14 misses. Let's go ahead and put a reminder in there. Anything else?
If a 14 misses.
You would have did 1 point damage. And that's also on strength, which it should be off of
Oh yeah, the
dex.
damage. It would be more, yeah. I didn't really see it. Oh, anyway, yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'll fix that.
Okay. Okay. The Hydra rolls a d6 to see if it regenerates its breath weapon. Rolls a 1. So that's a no. Okay. So in that case, I'm stuck with biting people. There you are. It will do a bite on Raxus. Does a 23 hit you?
That'll definitely hit me.
You take 8 piercing and 4 fire.
Guys, you won't believe it, but I am at literally 1 hit point.
I believe it. Okay, and then the next head is going to attack Zermetes. Does a 13 hit you? No. Then the other head follows. The other head follows Gallus around and rolls a 20.
I'm gonna use up my shield and now encounter. I don't want to die.
Don't forget you have Shield of Faith, but
Yeah.
is Shield
Yeah.
of Faith concentration?
Yeah. So hang on, let me roll a con save real quick.
Okay.
Even then, it brings me up to 20, which the attack
Okay.
beats.
Okay. But we still need a constant. Okay. So the Shield of Faith drops.
Sorry, man.
I'm down to 3 charges.
So he hits you. Oh, he misses you because you use the charge?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So you don't take 100 damage. Good.
I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a.
It would have
power
it would have
shot
killed
shield.
you. Just FYI.
Yes.
I'm just
I
letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
No, I looked over the damage dealt. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use up my shield.
Okay. So you still have a charge left?
I got 3 charge left.
Okay. Because it breaks when you use the final charge, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm afraid of the breath weapon because I can't use it.
Right. Well, he did his 3 attacks, so he's done. He's not moving or anything. Okay, Raxus. You have your 1 hit point. You're ready to go.
Come on.
Alright, I'm going to try and use a menacing attack against it.
Okay. You need to hit.
Come on, big guy.
You have advantage. You don't have advantage.
Come on, big guy. Yes.
But a 23 does hit. So you do 16
16 damage,
damage?
and it needs to make a DC 13 Wisdom save or be frightened of me until my next turn.
13 wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
So it's frightened of me until my next turn.
Okay. Which is meaning it has disadvantage while you're in sight.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And
It's
that'll
scared.
be my turn
How long does that last?
until my next turn. So
Till the end of your next turn or the start of your next turn?
until the start of my next turn.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this round, basically.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that'll be it.
Okay. Giant scorpion is going to try to eat a new dinner. Does he attack you?
One's me, because I only have 2 left now.
He rolls a 15.
Alright, that does damage to me. Or I guess
So you
he
take-
grabs me.
Yeah, you have 6 bludgeoning and grabs you. And then he's going to attack you again, so you can make another.
And that is illusion.
And he rolls a crit.
Illusion is dead.
The illusion is dead. So yeah, he's grabbing at all these creatures, all these bodies, and just one of them sinks home on you. But he did do that 6 bludgeoning. You were supposed to make a concentration check.
I will. A constitution saving throw?
It is.
Alright.
Yeah, you're fine.
16?
You're fine. Is your duplicate's concentration?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Which just
That's,
makes it quite good.
that's real good. Okay, so he does not sting you because it's an ouchie. So we go to Zermedes.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. I'm over you, big cat.
And as we go to Zermedes, do we have advantage to hit it, or just it has disadvantage?
It has
You
disadvantage.
already have advantage. I
He-
give it to you.
Yeah,
Oh.
you have advantage because of Gallus, but
Okay.
it only affects its. It has disadvantage.
Okay. Well, here's a stab. Hiya. A 19.
Oh, a 19. Yes.
Sorry, I forgot to check enlarge for the spear.
So,
So
15?
15 damage.
Okay.
And then uncheck it for my final key point.
Okay, so it's taken 15 so far this turn.
Bang. 19 for 8.
Yeah, so how much is that? 23?
23, yes.
Okay, it's taken 23 so far this turn.
And bang.
Ah,
Nothing.
A swish.
Oh, is it... Yeah, I guess it's too late. Never mind. My little flurry of blows ability.
You can do it. I don't mind. You can do it. You would have done it if you thought about it.
Make a dex save.
Or be knocked prone.
Or be knocked prone.
Okay.
It's my last key point anyways.
19.
Ah, yeah, he saved.
Anything else?
No, that's good. I'm good.
All right, Gallus, you have advantage.
$20
A 20 does hit.
for 15 damage.
Okay. Yep. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that
Just-
sneak and normal damage is like having 2 attacks. Okay, Gallus, you're done. So we go with Argus.
Alright. Fighting this is not gonna work. So, as my bonus action, I teleport 30 feet.
Sure.
So right here. I guess I can just move 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Okay,
That's
I'm gonna show you something. Makes it real easy. If you
Yep.
grab your token, You move it out of the square that you're in, but still holding the left mouse button down. Tap on your right mouse button while still holding the left. Then
Okay.
you can measure 30 feet, and then when you let go, you just move there.
I see.
There you go. It's a cool trick. Okay, so you moved your some feet because you were standing right there, right?
Yes, next to him.
So if you wanted to go there, you could.
Hmm?
If you wanted to go there,
Oh. Yes. Okay.
you're
yeah.
trying to go as far as possible, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I still want to see the guy, but I can.
You can
is
see
there,
it.
like,
You can see ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then because that was my bonus action, I can't heal, so I will produce flame.
You know that's a miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I guess I can run actually 30 feet additionally.
No. When you start your turn grappled, you have 0 movement.
Okay.
It doesn't like come back once you become ungrappled.
Makes
You,
sense. No.
if you wanted to use your action as a dash, you could get an extra movement, but you
Alright,
used
yeah.
it to produce flame.
Yeah.
Okay, so FYI, it's immune to fire. Okay, so just so you don't forget. So the creature says, "Oh, I'm afraid. Ooh, I'm scared." But let's see if his breath weapon regenerates. I rolled a 2. Okay. That's saving you because the breath weapon would kill some of you. He has disadvantage on all of his attacks. He's scared of this minotaur. He's not
He can't
scared
really
of this
move
giant
anyway.
lion. Okay, so he's gonna bite the minotaur with disadvantage. Where's my character? Oh my gosh, I closed him. No, I didn't. I just moved him where I can't see it. Okay, bite the minotaur. 15.
Nope, and I will use another superiority die to riposte against him.
Okay. A 24. I'm going to say you get it. Why not? What the hell? Because Gallus is in a position, it's almost across from him. So, yeah, you hit him for 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then another bite against Raxus because I'm afraid of you. Okay, so it's only a 15.
The fear protects the.
And then the third head will also bite at Raxus.
No!
Woo! That's a 1!
Man, that missing attack came in handy.
Okay.
Could it be that the gods
He is,
are on our
he is
side?
tender, only doing half damage on his next attack. Okay. Raxus, it's your turn. He's no longer afraid of you.
It is not that the gods are on our side, it's that Zermetes is.
Okay, well, I hit him for 23 for 7 damage.
Yep, that looks right.
And I will stay where I'm at.
Okay. He is now starting to bleed from his gut. You guys are stabbing him. His necks all have wounds on them at this point. It looks like you're getting through. Anything else? You said no, right? Okay. Giant scorpion. He clambers over the rubble and goes to attack you or a duplicate.
Duplicate.
Wait, Not the Hydra. Hold on. Giant Scorpion. Okay. Does a 19 hit a duplicate?
Yep, and it's
It is dead. So all your duplicates are gone?
Yep, no more.
Next claw is on you for a 7. That
No luck.
probably does not hit. Okay. So you're not grappled. And you're not dead. Zermetes.
Zermetes.
Yep, you have advantage because of the flank.
Come on,
Well-
Big Z.
Have a big boy enlarge. Have a big boy stab. Ka-cha. 24 for 10.
Okay, so how would you describe the death of this Hydra?
Damn it.
I'm roughly the same size as it looks like.
Yeah.
So, as I stab the spear into it, I follow through on the thrust and, like, lift it up off the ground with the head writhing all around.
Okay, that does sound pretty epic. So, as a large boy, you definitely can stab deep into its chest. You lift it up off the ground. It's heavy. Give me a strength check.
Give you a strength check.
You have
huh?
I'm pretty sure you have advantage on this.
I do from enlarge.
Yeah.
21.
21.
Z.
Yeah, so you lift this Hydra up, and it's like snapping at you or whatever, and then it kind of slides down your spear. It's dead. The heads flop onto the ground.
I just realized that we will never hear the end of this from Zermetes.
For some reason, I can't delete it off the turn tracker. So what I'll do is I'll delete it off of here. Okay. That removed it from the turn tracker. Anything else? You can still move.
You're not muted, but I cannot hear you.
What about?
What about getting
That
a new
was
microphone?
horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's better.
Um, it's on my list. Okay, well, my buddy down here is getting attacked, and I am a big boy.
Let me have this one.
Is it any kind of squeezing to move through them since I'm big? To
No,
through
you
my
can move through
range?
friends even when you're the same size.
Awesome. 25 feet.
Yep.
Bonus action. Probably something like a drop kick.
Right.
Ka-cha! 19.
19 hits.
Oh, I should not have had enlarge on there. That is, or hunter's mark.
You should have enlarge.
Not for the unarmed.
Oh, right, right.
So ignore that top number altogether. It's just 5 damage.
Okay, so you smack him for 5 damage.
It's
The scorpion, you can see it in his eyes. He's afraid.
he said, "Oh no."
That animal learned what it means to fear gods.
Clash of the Titans. That's my
Anything
turn.
else? Okay, right. And we'll go to Gallus.
Thank you. Doop, beep, 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 beep. I'll use my bonus action.
You can't move through the rubble.
Ah.
Oh, wait, you're using your bonus action to dash?
Yes.
Yeah, you can get to there. There's enough room. There's enough speed. It's just half speed when running through the rubble.
A thrust. That's 12.
Well, he doesn't give you advantage.
What?
He doesn't give you. He doesn't give you advantage.
12 didn't hit either, so.
Yeah, see,
Damn.
right. He's a druid. Okay, Argus. Your friends have come
Alright.
to rescue you.
Wow.
Okay, here's another trick. I'm showing everybody these tricks. When you pick your token up, if you move and you want to put a waypoint, you can. Just tap the right click again.
Okay.
But you don't need to
start off with our
move.
healing. We're gonna heal our lowest dude, Raxus.
Raxus, you just got 6.
Take off this spell slot.
Yeah, burning through
And
those
then-
spells.
You know, for my action, let's become a wolf.
Really?
Not stab it? With advantage?
Why do I have advantage?
Because Gallus is on the far side.
Like,
Oh,
you
wait,
don't give me it, but I give you it.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll stab it then.
You can
Come
see
on,
that the
come on.
scorpion is scared. He's distracted.
Here we go. Bronze short sword.
17 for 5.
17 advantage is a hit. And because it's not epic, it just dies. Dead. Okay, so you can, if you want, you can maintain and we can stay in turn order for 4 more rounds, or you could just say 30 seconds transpires and then you guys continue to search the palace.
I say that we continue to search the palace, but
Search the palace.
let's check to make sure. Well, I would also say, hey, let's take something out of the Hydra because this would be considered a great beast, right?
It is,
An epic beast.
yeah, it's legendary, I would say. Yeah, it's a pretty impactful beast.
Now, if we cut off the head, would it revive?
We don't know.
Are you going to try to cut it up? Or are you going to try to take the beast to someone?
I mean, 3 heads.
Yeah, you
3
cut the heads off,
tires.
it's no longer a beast. It's now body parts.
All right. Well,
Or drag it along. There's 3 necks. We can drag.
but are we physically able to, enough? Is the question.
To drag
this
this
might be a
thing?
horse.
No, you're not dragging this thing anywhere.
Oh,
Even if we're pulling at 3?
No, if everybody there grabbed a hold of it and started pulling, you might get, maybe a hex a day, maybe? Okay, that'd be good. We'll say you get like 3 miles a day. Sure.
If Zermax won't mind, I'd say let's take its heads and
The domain is not that far.
Those heads would be about 50 pounds each.
Well, I do believe we were told to bring a trophy of a beast.
Mm-hmm.
So that could suffice. I know I would enjoy a fang.
You want it poison? Are you gonna take the stinger?
Not from the scorpion.
From the Hydra.
I will
Hydra
not
doesn't
have
a
anything to do
bile.
with the scorpion.
Zermax, if you will not mind, I will assist you in getting its fangs or its heads.
I think at this moment, enlarge wears off and you shrink back down.
Yeah, I would think so.
So, if Zermax will allow, I will assist him in getting its fangs, heads, or whatever he would like.
Sure.
Okay,
Alright.
so while you guys are doing that, what else are you doing?
We must investigate the Hydra's hoard. If there is orichalcum, that is where it will be.
Alright, so I say after we get what our trophies from it, we head towards its lair and see if there's any orichalcum there.
Let me get rid of all these monsters. Okay, so while you guys are up here spending some time cutting some heads off, which, you know, it's not hard. It's just time consuming, you know, to cut through and chop these heads off. You can also search around and look around, and you can also take a short rest if you want. I don't mind that. Do you guys want to take a short rest?
No.
Take advantage of a short rest?
Yes. Yes, I would.
As would I, considering that, just to be, we do not. We had initially thought there wouldn't be anything else here besides Hydra. Then the Scorpion attacked us out of nowhere.
We also, at some point, need to see what the Scorpion was trying so hard to defend, and why 2 orcs went in after it, but they did not kill the Scorpion.
Okay, so everybody can take advantage of a short rest. So if you want to roll 1 or 2 dice, you know, you can definitely do that. And by defeating the Scorpion, everyone can divide 700 experience points.
I would not take a short rest because hit dice are a pain in the A to regain.
Right, and if you've got 12 hit points, you can survive something, right? Okay. So,
Puts us at 2490.
so everybody gets 175 for that. But killing the Hydra, I think, gives you 0, actually.
And I'm more like
If you force the Hydra to flee Memnoss, you get this many experience points. But if you kill him, you get this many experience points, which is 3,900 divided.
900 divided by 4.
By 4.
I forgot /R.
Yep.
975.
975.
Yep.
290 plus 9.
Oh, I put 1490 for some
Should
reason.
be 3465.
Yeah.
2315? No. 2490? Yeah, it should be 2490 plus 975.
Yeah, I hit a 1 on accident.
Yeah, that's a level up. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean we stopped at 2700 though?
You didn't add up the right numbers.
Yeah, that should have been 2490 there instead of 14, but that makes it 3465 instead of 2465.
Right. So everybody should be at 3465. No, you can gain experience past. It stops at the next level after.
Okay.
So you're all at 3465, and after a long rest, you guys can level up to level 4.
Excellent.
But it takes a long rest. Okay, so while you're in the Acropolis,
I'm like,
wide sandstone steps crack the crumbling lead to the skeleton of a pillared Acropolis. Upon a steep rise, its roof collapsed. Only the pillars and the bones of its foundation remain. Long claw marks rake the stairs and carve the sides of the pillars, some scorched with black with soot. Once in this area that you're at, none of that happens because the Hydra's dead. Okay. Treasure. Scattered in the ancient flagstones are 200 heavy square dwarven coins. There are 200 heavy square dwarven coins. Heavy, huh? How heavy is heavy? But it says there's 50 bolts, 300 tridents, 4 small bronze idols, each of an ox-headed dwarf with onyx eyes. Each of those are 40 gold piece value. Several gems. There are 7 polished stones of lapis lazuli, 10 gold each. And an engraved piece of polished obsidian, displaying the sacrifice of a bull by a dwarf priest, worth 100 gold. There's also a skull of an ox, its horns sheathed in gold, once the centerpiece of the altar. It looks like it's in good condition.
Put our fortunes together. I think this might buy us a small ship.
200 heavy square dwarven coins. I'm going to have to figure out what that is. Somewhere else. Here we go. It has an ox on one side and a bearded dwarf face on the other. They're each worth 1 gold.
What's their weight, though?
It's the same. It's the same. They're gold. Gold is heavy.
Okay.
Yeah. It says heavy, but it's just gold. And if something changes that lets me know that it changes, then I'll let you know. But as far as I can tell, reading up higher, it just says it's a gold coin with an ox on one side and a bearded dwarf face on the other. Yep.
So everyone's entitled to 152.5 gold.
I'll definitely take that.
Well, no, I mean that's the total treasure value. We got to figure out who gets what to make that.
Well, there's 4 statues.
Well, there's
gonna be
300
easy.
tridents as well. They're not all. It's not all gold.
Yeah, I just did gold value,
Right. Right.
so we can. Yeah, but yeah, so if everybody gets a statue, a
That's
bronze
easy
idol-
division.
Yeah. So 1
And those don't weigh anything.
bronze idol of a bull with onyx eyes worth 40 gold. Awesome. Okay.
The 50 bolts should be. Okay, that might be hard.
Yeah.
Well, 200 gold dwarf should be easy. That should be 50 apiece.
Well, so the coins come to be 280 gold worth, so everybody would get 70 gold worth of coins. The problem is the tridents.
Yeah, so just take the 200 dwarven coins and divide that by 4.
Then everybody gets 50.
Right.
It's
And
so
now you've got
easy when
50
we're-
bolts and 300 tridents to worry about. And some
Yeah.
lapis lazuli.
Yep.
And a
So
bull,
what-
and that's right, and a bull skull. So,
And the obsidian.
since who's in possession of the bull skull?
The bowl.
I want to
I'm
know
already
this
carrying
before the
ahead.
short rest because you're going to attune to it.
I mean, I'll take it.
The bowl is gonna take the bowl.
It just makes sense.
It's a dwarven god, right? So, and that's you know, Hephaestus is kind of considered to be a dwarf. So,
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the skull.
okay, so I might have to look up its handout. Hang on, because I think you are now an NPC.
You turn to stone.
You turn to a dwarven god. No,
Everyone gets 75 tridents.
Is that like the helmet of fate?
exactly.
Oh my god.
I'm finding it somewhere. Give me Arcadia items. Here we go.
Are tridents silver or copper?
Tridents are silver. Yeah.
And the main currency.
Here
And
it
then,
is.
50 bolts.
Well, in Arcadia.
Oh, that actually works. So everyone gets 10 gold and a lapis. And then 3 of us get a second lapis, and the 4th person gets the last 10 gold.
This is a helmet.
Oh.
I don't think Raxus can wear it.
Oh, and it basically makes you a minotaur.
I mean, it's already bullshit, so I probably could.
So you
Your
would
horns
change-
would get in the way. It would be like sitting a hat. It would be like wearing a top hat while having these horns. It's not a helmet at that point.
I mean, I could just.
Oh, wait. Did you say a helmet?
It's a helmet.
I
Well,
think Gallus. Or perhaps it'd be really fun to give it to Argus.
I can.
I know, I'll hold it, make it fit.
Well, Argus can wear it because I would consider this not to be interfering with his limitation of what type of armor he can wear.
Yeah, I mean, it's bone.
It's bone, but it's golden.
Gold on it.
I mean, if my own horns aren't doing anything, well, nothing personal horns, but you gotta come off cause I want this helmet.
It does what you already do.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing. My horns, can't do damage with my horns.
Yes, you can.
It didn't say for her to fight Liam Minotaurs. But I can.
We can mold.
It
some
doesn't
of
say
his-
that on your character sheet.
Yeah, there's no thing that says I can do damage with my horns.
Don't worry, we can plaque your horns with gold when we get home.
Yeah.
Who
It
wants an
it would normally be like a hand-to-hand attack, but I'll have to look that up.
Who
You're
wants-
right. It might not be because you're not one of the giant minotaurs. You're like the man-sized minotaur, so maybe you can't. But if you want to wear this, I'll let you wear it.
I want to wear it.
Maybe. Okay, you guys are gonna have to fight over it.
Who wants the extra 10 gold instead of a second gem?
Because when Raxus tries to put it on, because he's the one that attuned to it initially. Nobody else is attuned to it yet. But when he went to put it on, the skull went to cover his face, and his natural horns just got covered in gold. It basically wrapped around your horns magically and adapted
That'd
be
to
cool.
your head.
But logically,
Oh yeah, it's got runes and stuff. Yep.
yeah, logically, we're talking logistic here. It would improve the overall party better if Argus got it because it went from 0 to like 19.
Yeah, but
Is it an action or a
countering
bonus action, or what
two
is it?
my strength would just be 19.
Yeah. So there's a
Instead
plus
of
of just
7.
19.
But
You can change back your bronze sword to strength.
Yeah, so if you move 30 feet straight, then you can make a melee attack with your horns as a bonus action.
If it's movement, then I'm all for it.
Well, 30 feet straight.
Yeah.
And considering how fast I am, it makes this kind of fits.
I kind of want to see some melees with it. It would be so hilarious.
Well, I mean, I've already got an 18 dex, which is what I'm doing my damage with, so it wouldn't change me at all.
No, just the look of it.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Well, it uses your strength when you attack.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it wouldn't add to my damage otherwise, and my claws already do that much damage without me having to run.
And it wouldn't be smart to give it to somebody with a low strength. And a
'Cause they
high
don't
and a
rely
high
on
dex.
strength.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, but
It's better to
me,
give it to somebody that's got a high strength and relies on strength.
I would argue... Oh, wait, Gallus uses dex, though. So, yeah, I guess Raxus is the man.
yeah, but if I took it on, I would use strength because all my thing are versatile.
oh,
Because yes, I'm a rogue, but I'm subclass fighter.
Okay. Well, I'll let you two fight over it. Who wants the 10 gold instead of a second gen?
I'll take the 10 gold.
Okay. Then everyone else, you get 2 lapis lazulis.
Nice.
So, Gallus, you have a 0 strength and you have a 4 dex. So why would you ever attack with strength?
It would be fun.
Oh, yeah, you're in the same position as me there.
Well, here's the thing. As a fighter, plus this would also help my Bowmaster maneuvers that go off of strength.
And just
Yeah,
you're
I think
very
that's-
fat, but yeah. It's just
Gallus
you-
is just being greedy, that's all. He just wants all the things that are magic.
Yes, all of the things, and also that would improve my only bad stat.
It doesn't give you strength, right?
Yes,
Am I
give me
am I
19.
misreading it?
I think it says it sets your strength to 19.
Yeah, your strength score changed to 19.
Oh, does it? Did I misread that? Okay, well that changes things.
That's what I said. Like, if we want to optimize this, we give it to
Oh, your
artists.
strength is 19. If your strength is already equal to or greater, then it's unchanged. Okay.
That's what I said. If we want to optimize things, you give it to the druid.
Yeah, then okay.
They close with the druid only for him to rip out a club and go to town.
I'm just saying, look, I'm just on it because it makes the most sense.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
you
give
should
it
have
back.
it. I think it looks cool too. But it is funny to imagine it.
Especially if we're gonna call ourselves Raxus and the Boys.
That would improve your strength as well because you don't have a 19. Okay. I got you.
Does it change his modifier though?
Yeah.
Gotta go
You
to-
only have a 3?
Yeah, you
yeah,
got a
go to
17.
plus-
Oh.
Mhm.
It'll change to 4. Or will it?
Oh, will it? I'm just imagining like we're losing and then Argus like string. But no, it's attunement.
If I learn Praxis and he has an advantage on strength checks, you can just like with like plus. What is it? 4, 5? He'll be unstoppable.
Like, what is that? A locked door? A large Raxus. Raxus gets a head start.
Okay, just a second. I'm going to try something.
Like, that Hydra, alright, almost killed us, but so did the orcs. I'm like, if the orcs bend up, they could have killed it.
We got so lucky against the Hydra. It failed its like recharge on the bread.
Oh yeah, if we rolled as poorly that we did the first time we attacked the orcs, yeah, we would all.
So what's the
be dead.
code to put under the mods of an item to make your strength go up?
Oh, you strength with a capital S.
Oh, capital.
in,
Okay.
And
You
then,
got to spell it all the way out.
yes, and then colon the number,
Okay, so
if I remember correctly. If that doesn't work, I'll have to pull up the other game and look.
I got to spell it right. That might help.
Oh, here, I can just test it.
That
right
doesn't
here.
work.
Oh, you have to put it in prop, not mods, I think.
Okay.
No, that didn't do it.
Is it strength colon 19?
That's what I thought it was. Let me pull up the other game and look. That's
Or
the
is it
easiest
plus 2? Or is
way.
it...
I was gonna say technically either would work right now, but I'm just gonna pull it up and look. You could also... Let me do this. Belt of giant strength. Look at what that does. It says... Oh, it does go in mods.
Okay.
But yeah, strength colon the number is what it's saying.
Okay. Okay, that changed it. Okay, that works.
And that will go away if you just uncheck the item to unequip it. Your strength will go back to normal.
Gotcha. Really?
I was testing it. Back to normal.
Okay, so you should have an item that says Pitol helmet.
I now
that-
see it on my character sheet.
And it changes you to 19.
I'm pretty sure the P is silent.
Right.
Not the way I do it.
Horns of Pitol.
Horns of Toll.
Okay, so that gives you a 19 strength. Okay, what else? You guys still trying to sort out the treasure?
No, that should be everything. It just leaves the engraved obsidian.
And in the player folders, there's a folder called Party Magic Items. It should be located there for everybody to see what it's got. Now,
Okay.
who has the 2 lovers' blades?
I have
I got-
one.
I have the other one.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm.
And
Pickle
everything
the
else is pretty
goose
much good to
egg.
go. Okay. All right, what else? What are you going to do
Good,
after
good.
you take your short rest? Did you guys roll your hit dice, if anybody?
I'm good as is.
Okay. You want to go see what the scorpion was guarding?
Yep, let's do that.
Okay, I'm going to drag you guys over there. You guys don't have to do it. Okay. Okay, there we go. Because Rax is pulling up the rear. Something is going on in here, and it's not just a dead scorpion. In the ruins of the palace, the glint of gold can be seen in the sand. Okay, hang on.
Then we really need a vehicle.
Boop. Okay, right about where the 9 is. The glint of gold is in the sand, spilling out of a broken clay vessel. Talk to me. What do you want to do?
Go look at the glint of gold.
Okay. Move your token. The gold is right about where that 9er is at.
Yoink.
Okay. So this is what happens. You immediately see that there are ancient square gold coins, dwarven gold coins lying in the sand, spilled out of a broken clay vessel. The floor on this section of the palace, below a layer of sand, is dried, brittle wood, and will collapse if Zermedes steps on it. When the floor breaks, you must make a Dex acrobatics check or fall to your death.
Excellent. I love that. Hiya.
Okay.
How about a 20?
Okay. So when the floor cracks open, which direction do you jump out of the way?
Onto this pile of rocks.
No, north,
Nope.
south, east, or west.
South then.
Okay. So you move to there. Okay, so you're that 9, that square where the 9 is at, is now a hole in the ground.
Okay.
But you can tell that you are on a less than sturdy floor.
Do I have to make another check?
You don't yet.
I enlarged Zermedes now.
Yeah, enlarge him, and then he will just definitely crack through the floor. But yeah, there's a hole right there.
Can I climb up onto this rubble?
Yeah, you can move now.
Boink.
Yeah. You seem to be a little bit more safe.
I need to find... Yeah, I figure if the rocks can sit here, I probably can. I'm looking for a large chunk, like maybe this column, that I can tie my rope around.
Okay. Everybody else is witnessing this. If you want to speak up, you're welcome to.
You okay?
I'm just waiting just in case something jumps from under the ground to attack Zermedes.
Well, do you not want to see what's down there?
I could go take a look. You want to know?
Go as in a spider. You won't be detected.
I just hold the rope in my hand as I'm...
Or if you want to do
look
some
at it, look
climbing.
at you guys. Are we going to go down?
Well, it wouldn't hurt to see what exactly the scorpion was guarding, so...
Oh, I guarantee it will hurt.
Oh yeah. What you said, like it can hurt a lot.
Let me say this again. It won't hurt much.
Last time we thought that, he got stabbed.
Well, my getting hurt is a problem for my future self to worry about, so let's get going.
Exit strategy later.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Well, I'm going down. I'll go down with Zermedes then.
Wait, don't step on the floor.
Now, do you want us?
Okay,
to
so
go down
Raxus kind of goes up here. Is that what I'm saying? Because you guys are going to use the rope to go down?
then? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll use the rope then.
Okay. So, Zermedes, as soon as you get to the top of, you walk out there holding onto the rope and you kind of get ready to lower yourself down and start to rappel down. You can see that it goes down maybe 10 feet. So, it's not that far. It's not that deep. And it's a small square room about 5 foot across.
Oh, so it's teeny.
It's teeny tiny. It is dry, of course, filled with large, dusty clay jars and rubble. The walls appear to be the same stacked stones of the house above, though covered in cracked plaster. One wall, however, has a crack where the plaster has flaked away, revealing it to be a wicker.
That is not a load-bearing wall.
But Raxus, you don't go because his head is still out. He hasn't lowered himself down very far.
All right.
Do you want to lower yourself all the way? If two of you go down there, then all of a sudden it's squeezing. But you could do that.
I'd like to lower myself and try and expand the space with my claws on the wicker.
Okay, Raxus, are you waiting?
I am waiting until he gives me a signal or tells me it is well enough to come down.
Okay, because he's not that far away because it's only 10 foot down, right? Okay.
And I'm like 6 feet tall, so you guys should be able to see me from your vantage point.
Make a claw attack against the wicker wall.
19.
A 10 is its armor class, and it has 5 hit points.
Wow.
So you scratch it.
Well,
Okay,
so that
there
means I
is
almost tore it
darkness.
down in one go.
There is darkness beyond the woven reeds.
I have dark vision.
Okay, so you're gonna put your face up there, pull the reeds apart, and kind of look in using your night vision.
Yeah, if there's anything in there, it's not expecting the floor to collapse and then something to break through the wall.
Beyond the
Giant.
wall is a small, low-ceilinged burial chamber. Okay, when I say small, it's about 5 feet. It's 5 feet on all 3 sides. So it's 5 foot tall, 5 foot wide, 5 foot long. It's just a very small cube. Now, you know it's a burial chamber because of the sarcophagus, but a row of figures stare back at you from the shadows, flanking a stone sarcophagus as if standing vigil. As your eyes adjust, you see they are terracotta statues of dwarves, life-size clay soldiers. One, larger than the rest, has a bull skull in place of its head. The wide sockets of its eyes hollow and empty. Some creatures have to stoop to enter this place. Dwarves don't.
Raxus, I need assistance down here.
What'd you
Alright.
say?
I'll be down with you shortly. And I start making my way down to Zermedes.
Okay.
Who has the other blade again? The other lover's blade?
Hi.
Gallus. Okay, Raxus, give me an athletics roll with advantage.
I'm like, Gallus, you want to come down? Pulls out a blade. Nah, I'm good.
Then, yeah, as Gallus comes down,
You're
or
fine.
not Gallus, Raxus comes down, I'm gonna try and squeeze out of his way and, like, pull out the lover's blade and...
Yeah, you are both squeezing into the same square.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm out in the sun, it would give you a little bit of light.
And let people see what's happening.
Well, since I have is there any way I can make more room for us so we're not squished together?
Well, you can see the one wall is reed. It looks like it's woven grass fibers.
Well, all right, then I'll use my.
It's got a
new horns.
big claw scratch across it.
Alright. I'll use
Looks
my
fresh.
horns to weaken the area where he already scratched at.
Okay, it's disadvantage to hit it. And that's because you're squeezing.
So 7 damage.
You hit it with a 15. Yep, and it only had 1 hit point left.
So you just.
Yeah. So let me do this. There you go. So now you guys can kind of separate a little bit so that, yeah, so you're not squeezing anymore. But yeah, you see that there is a sarcophagus in there.
And I point at the big skull head thing.
In the center is a broad stone sarcophagus. Its carved lid bears the stony likeness of a dwarf dressed in strange battle armor. Dwarven script is chiseled in a band around the edge of the sarcophagus lid. The dialect is archaic. Yeah, you would need some kind of like spell to be able to read this.
None of us can read anyway, right?
Argus, can you read this?
Right, you're all illiterate.
I'm illiterate.
The room is filled with clay vessels.
Fucking druid.
So there's a sarcophagus, clay vessels, statues staring at you. You said you wanted to break something, or you wanted to do something. There is the terracotta warriors in there. So even though you're not standing in the same square, you're still squeezing. The reason why? The low ceiling.
That's fair.
And you got to get between the statues and stuff like that. Even though they're kind of like set into the wall. One of them has the same head as you.
Okay.
It's got the gods. He's a dwarf with the helmet like you're wearing.
I believe you have become a priest. Look, your likeness is already engraved here.
If Astus won't like this, you're cheating.
I have done no such thing with my god.
Okay, I lied. Okay, hang on. I got to change something.
I know my goddess is the Jalis type. What about yours?
I'm going to do a little freehand, so this might not look good.
I mean, fair. She did save me as a baby, so I don't want to be ungrateful.
Why?
Okay.
She saved me as a baby. It was the first thing of my sentence.
There's the sarcophagus. There's Patol. Okay. There's clay jars laying around everywhere. But what you also see is there's wood scraps. There's chests. There's... yeah. Clay vessels. Terracotta warriors. And... yeah, and wood scraps that look like they were piled up neatly. And they are... where'd he go? Rax has disappeared. But you can see this as well. There are wood carved into planks. Not perfectly straight planks, just in various shapes. Stacked up in there. it's definitely, there's something about them. They're not just, it's not just random wood just thrown in the corner. What happened to Raxus? Does internet go out?
Argus, what do you
Here
think
he's
of
coming
that?
back. All right, here we are.
And I,
Can I
and
see what's going on, or am I just up here?
Yes, we got a camera.
You can not see what's going on down there.
I show it to him through the blade.
Okay. Yeah. So are you holding the blade out to use it as a...
Oh yeah. Since
Well, not you.
Oh,
The other...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So he's got a mirror. Basically, you can look into the blade of this dagger, and you can see out of the other dagger. So it's
Some
like
sort of
they have
scanning
mirror
side to
images
side.
where you could, if you held them up like this, you could see all the way through them. Right? But if you turned one around back and, I don't know, you'd be like, you've been between two mirrors where you see a million things?
Yeah.
Okay, you could do that too if you wanted.
And do you know what sneak? You can just stick it to a torch, and then the other blade becomes another torch.
Well, yeah,
Do that
but
right
with
now.
like,
I can produce flame and shine the candle light in there.
yeah. So, so you can see what Zermetes is showing you.
Looks like some sort of tomb. Perhaps it's wise we let the dead rest.
You know, surprisingly, number 9 is called Tomb.
Well, it is a tomb of toll, so I don't think my patron will be upset by it.
So what do you want to do? Raxus, I know you keep disconnecting. Something's happening.
Yeah, I don't know what it was with Discord.
So what's going on? I mean, like, what's going on in the... Okay, let's do this. This is a great place to stop. It'll give you guys a week to think about what's up, because we are 5 minutes till 11.
Yeah.
So let's just call it here. We went over last week. We're going to go under this week.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So I will see you all in about a week.
Exactly a week.
Yeah, a week minus 4 hours. Yeah. But let me just say that there's probably some gold in here.
Ooh.
Damn, we need a land vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to save up for one because
I can transform into a horse for an hour.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah, so you could carry some of this, just real slowly, or whatever. Grab a couple of chests and move out real slow.
If
Okay.
he sprints on the road, he can carry a bit because everything he's holding on just melts into him. So, on top of that, we can just add stuff on the horse.
Yeah.
Still, I think his carry weight comes into play there.
Yeah, the carry of the horse.
Well, you also have someone with a 19 strength now.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like a hill giant or like a ogre or whatever it is.
And we can always tell some town, we can like have Ilo send some people say, hey, there's a big stash of food and money here. Unprotected.
I'm pretty sure
The
people-
olives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's more important, eating or gold?
Well, the gold can buy food.
From who? Nobody's producing any.
Yeah, so we send them here for food.
Yeah, open a restaurant. Okay.
Oh, bring it over.
All right, guys. Well, I am gonna let you guys go. It was fun. You guys beat the Hydra, which
Thanks.
I just want
Very good
FYI on the Hydra. He was a baby. So I don't know. Maybe there'll be bigger ones. Maybe there won't. All right, guys, and you guys out there in YouTube land, sorry about like the first 30 minutes. I think we had no audio because I didn't reinstall. I updated my audio drivers for my headset, and it messed everything up apparently. But all I had to do was take my Discord and reattach it to my headset, and then boom, audio. All right. I'll see you guys next week.